college sports. From Grapevine, Texas, this is the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships. And our second semifinal match, this one between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Who will meet the UConn Huskies in the finals? We're going to find out in the next 60 minutes.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Matty here. College paintball at its finest. You know, when I first heard about college paintball, you know, I was happy to be coming, but as soon as I show up at this event, it's been an awesome event. We're already one semifinal matchup in, but first I have to introduce my co-host, fellow professional paintball player, B. Youngs. Now, B, break down the first semifinal matchup.
Yeah, we had Purdue and UConn face off, and unfortunately for Purdue, they got a bad penalty in the beginning, and UConn basically capitalized on that. It was still a great matchup. They went into overtime, and UConn came out on top by 1 point.
Now, today's game, we have the Tennessee Volunteers are taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Two awesome, amazing, very aggressive teams. Now, B, what do you think about these two teams?
Well, Tennessee's a young program. It's their first time in this season playing this particular format, and now they're facing off against Penn State, who's got probably the best coaching right now in college paintball. So it's going to be a great matchup between these two teams.
But first things first, the game of paintball is very simple. 32-minute match, two 16-minute halves, and basically there's a flag in the center of the field. You grab it, hanging on the other side of the field, you get 1 point.
Right, they're going to be starting off playing a 5-on-5, and once you're hit, you got to get out. Otherwise, you're going to get sent to the penalty box. Now, if you play with a man down, it could really hurt your chances of winning. So hopefully that's not going to happen.
And also, throwing in a little twist, change the actual format of the field. Very important for you guys at home. Now, just break it down for everybody.
The field has 41 bunkers on it, and it's laid out in zones, the blue, yellow, and red. The blue zone contains the back bunkers, which in this case are called Aztecs because of their Aztec temple-like shape. Also in this zone are the cornerback X bunkers. Then you move up to the yellow zone. This means we're getting closer to the flag. Here you'll see the cans, Doritos, and the first part of a series of bunkers we call the snake. Then we come to the red zone. That's where the flag is. In this zone, we have the center 50, which is the bunker in the middle of the field. We also have more Doritos on one side, center 50. And on the other side, we have smaller bunkers called bricks. A pretty cool layout, which will make it easier for everyone to follow, both here and at home.
All right, exciting last semifinal matchup between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, B, both these teams hyper-aggressive. You know, Tennessee, this is their first year trying to go real big with their program, and Penn State picked up an awesome coach from, you know, a former world champion professional player.
Right.
And, you know, talk to us a little bit about that.
Coach Dan Kirschenfeig, yeah, they call him Snack. He's a really good player. And now here he is helping out the boys from Pennsylvania. That's Penn State. And here we are.
Let's see the breakout for both teams. Tennessee trying to get out of that Dorito side. They made it out. Oh, and Penn State losing a body early, so it's 4-on-5.
You know what? Tennessee's really good at the break with their shooters. So they managed to pull that off, and now they're playing with 5-on-4.
You know, we were talking to Tennessee earlier, and they were saying how they really were trying to be aggressive on the Dorito side and shoot real heavy off the break.
That's right, and that's what Tennessee's doing right now. He managed to make it down from the Dorito corner, and now we have Penn State in the snake now, and that's a big move for them because, you know, Dan Kirschenfeig, the coach, is going to be telling them what to do.
Yeah, Dan's a great coach, you know, former world champ. He's been so helpful for these Penn State guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Penn State's got a lot of fast runners like Nick Amato.
Tennessee spread the field, and Penn State trying to react to it.
Oh, there goes a player from Tennessee now. It's 4-on-4.
So Penn State winning a gunfight, evening it up.
You got Coleman right here on the Dorito side, trying to communicate over to the other side now.
Now, you see really good play by Mike, the snake player from Penn State.
Mike Wicki. Yeah, and now we have down now that here on the Dorito side, he's trying to make his move. That's number 76, Nick Amato. He's probably one of their fastest players on their team.
Yeah, Nick was making crazy moves in the quarterfinals.
Oh, look at this. He's trying to make a move, some action right here in the red zone. And they both trade out.
Well, Tennessee just trying to make something happen coming down the Dorito side. You know, again, they said earlier on, they're really going to try to push aggressive.
Oh, yeah, one player
three Tennessee players walking off at the same time.
Showing no mercy.
And here comes Mike running down the last Tennessee player. Well, you know what? We've been watching Penn State play, and they really dropped the hammer at the end.
No, indeed. That's Alex Lucas right now hanging the flag for Penn State.
And we're going to go to a break, but do not go anywhere. We got more paintball action with Penn State and Tennessee right after this.
The 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships are brought to you by JTUSA and by Doritos Snack Strong and by the National Collegiate Paintball Association, celebrating its 8th year organizing college and high school events. Come check us out at ncpapaintball.com.
Hey, what's up, Matty Marshall? Lucky enough to have Dan Kirsch's fight. He's played for a long time. You had a lot of success, and now you're getting back into it as a coach. You know, how's that feel?
You know, all of us are very competitive, even after you stop playing. So I want them to win just as much as when I was playing. So it's fun. It's, you get into the game still, but not having to, go through the grueling of playing all the time.
So how's the team been doing? I mean, they've been doing pretty good. I've watched some of the games.
We lost only one game. We played, I believe, 3 the first day. We lost 1, and we played today and we won. So if we win all 3 tomorrow, we win the whole thing. So it's going to be some important games tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking that, they know you have a good roster, and they've been kind of scouting you. And I saw you guys changing up a lot that last game. How does that feel?
We were lucky enough to play today and not have one of the highest ranked teams we played against, so we could try a couple different things. It mixes it up, so it leaves the other team not knowing exactly what we're going to do every play. Obviously, you don't want to do the same play over and over again, because we know the teams are watching us and they don't know where we're going to go on the field. So it was a good day. It was a really good day.
Nice. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thanks, sir. You guys are playing great. Wish the best for you.
Thanks, man.
No problem, man.
Well, Dan's got his team playing great paintball. Let's take a look at that last point.
So we see on the replay, great break by Penn State. That's textbook right there. That's exactly how you want to get it done. Unfortunately, though, he got clipped trying to do too much, trying to wrap around after he got to his bunker. And then Tennessee trying to push up that Dorito side. And then Mike Whitney won that point for Penn State, playing very aggressive on that on that snake side. And then the Dorito side finishing up. And Tennessee trying a desperate run through at the end.
And they're off right here in the next game point. Oh, and it looks like there's a first elimination here as the referee's trying to tell Penn State to get out. So now Penn State playing with 4. So also Tennessee Volunteers losing 2 players down to 4. It's a 4-on-3. Now it's a 3-on-3. Penn State losing another player. 3-on-3 now in the game.
This field, it's very open, so you're going to see a lot of players being eliminated in the beginning of each point. So it's 3-on-3 right now.
Yeah, we have Eric Stopp here. State corner.
Eric Stopp, great insert bump up to the second yellow Dorito.
And now inside the snake, Penn State.
So Eric was able to get a shot on one of those back players.
Oh, here he comes. Stopp is trying to bunker down to the corner, Dorito.
Oh, great job by Eric. I don't know, I think he missed him though.
Oh, he did.
Wow. Oh,
That's an error on his part.
He saw the lane, he ran the highway, but they just blatantly missed his shot.
Same thing on the snake side, getting a little too antsy.
It was a really smart move, though, because he was doing it as the ref was checking him, so the guy had no idea Eric was coming.
They did a trade out on the snake side. Now we got Tennessee trying to figure out if there's anybody left, and there is. It's a 1-on-1, it looks like.
No.
Or actually, it's a 2-on-1, Matty.
Yeah, 2-on-1. Tennessee trying to push up that snake side.
Tennessee just creeping down the snake. Now they're both on the 50-yard line. Taking out that last player on Penn State. And it's Tennessee's point this time. And it's Coleman bringing in the flag for the Tennessee Volunteers.
So Tennessee getting right back in this, though it didn't look good in the very beginning, B. They got their stuff back together and ended up winning the crucial gunfights and then playing smart. So it's all tied up 1-1 right now. About 10-15 left in the first half of our last semifinal matchup.
Here we go with the replay, number 78. That's actually 28 Stopp making that bunker move against the Volunteers, but he actually missed him. The ref keeps him in.
All right, so it's about 8:20 left. It's all tied up 1-1. Tennessee taking on Penn State as we get ready for this next point.
And they're off. Both teams trying to take the corners off the break, and it looks like they did make it.
Big breakout by Tennessee, coming all the way around that back X on the Dorito side, getting all the way into second yellow Dorito. It's 5-on-5. Good breakout by both squads. We really haven't seen the middle used very much by these teams. I wonder when they're going to break that play out. It was so effective in the last match.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet.
They're probably going to surprise us too, because from what I hear, Tennessee is a very surprising team, and they make a lot of adjustments. And the same for Penn State. We're probably going to see a lot of crazy moves as we progress into the game. They're just basically trying to get a feel for each other right now. Oh, an elimination on Penn State from the back center. Right now it's a 5-on-4.
Eric, number 28 for Penn State, though, effectively playing on this Dorito side. Definitely had a bad move before. It was actually a great move. He just missed his shot.
Yep, Chuck Marsh right now for Tennessee playing down the Dorito line.
And Tennessee loses their back X-player on the Snake side. Referee's in there. Oh, Eric is just feasting right now on this Dorito side.
Oh, and now
That's 2 Gs for Eric, 2 eliminations.
that's right. Oh, Tennessee inserting right now into the Snake.
So it's 3-on-4. The advantage to Penn State. Ooh, I think
Oh,
Eric
he
might
got
have got clipped,
clipped.
though.
Eric
Referee's in
stopped.
there checking him out. And he is eliminated. Just being a little bit too aggressive. He's playing so well. So as you know, as a coach right now, I'd be telling Eric, like, look, you're playing real aggressive, but just tone it back just a little bit, you know? You're making great moves. You just have to execute that last 5%, you know?
You're right on, Matty. So right now, still good split of the field on Tennessee's part. They got a center back player. We also have an Aztec player here in the blue zone. And now Penn State inserting into the Snake. And he's making his way down to the 50 Snake. He's going to try to get some shots from across field.
I think that's Tyler Neelig in there, 50 Snake. Another one of those up-and-coming stars in the making for Penn State.
Yeah. Actually, that's Matt Canonico. Matt Canonico now. He's basically making that move down to their 40-yard line behind the Snake, and he's shooting across field.
Oh, but he gets taken out.
Unfortunate for him.
So Tennessee zoned in right now. Trying to figure out the count. It's tough. When bodies
It
are
is.
falling all over the place, it's really tough to figure out exactly how many people are left alive,
And-
how many you guys have left. Now, that's what the coach is for, but just like we heard in the previous match, the last semifinal matchup, it's really tough to get that exact count, especially if you're on the Dorito side of the field.
Right, you know, when you're uncertain on what the dead count is and how many people are left on the field, that's the reason why we're not seeing any moves right now.
And you can see Kirschenspeg right there, the coach for Penn State, trying to scream to his last player and let him know exactly what's going on.
Chris Anglin trying to get a feel for what's going on across field. And look, now we have Tennessee moving down to the center 50. Finally, they're utilizing that A. And he's making his way down to the 40-yard line on their side. He is sitting in Penn State's yellow zone.
That was a good moves by Tennessee. Very smart, methodical. Waited till, you know, if you're in a 2-on-1 situation, you basically, if you're being engaged by the guy, well, you don't move. And as soon as his gun turns to your friend, then you start moving up.
Right.
And you go smart. You go one bunker at a time until you finally break that angle and you're able to get that shot.
Right, Fred Pinkney of Tennessee Volunteers basically making that action happen towards the end and winning that game point.
You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships right here on Fox College Sports.
What's up, I'm Matty Marshall. We're here at the 2007 JTUSA Collegiate National Championships. We're lucky enough to have Team Dynasty representing Yosh Rau, Davey Williamson, and the captain, Alex Fraige. Now, guys, this is a pretty crazy field for a national championship.
Davey Williamson gave us some of his thoughts on playing the center bunker.
Davey, let's go check out the center up there. Now, coming off the break, now, now you're coming up gunned up, obviously.
Yeah.
Which side you shooting? Shooting this side, you shooting this side?
I'm gonna shoot this side because I have a better shot at shooting that guy. I can hide myself from that guy who's obviously the furthest guy out there going to get out on that side of the field. And he's probably going to be going down without that guy putting him down.
Yeah, and also so many guys could already shoot them, and we can't get any shots on this side, you know, so.
As like Alex said, they tried to take advantage of it when I was running out in the open here. I have a pretty good shot at shooting any of these guys going to the Doritos.
Yeah.
So I come up here, I keep my eye on the right, and I shoot right-handed through here.
Now tell people at home, the whole point of getting up into a bunker like this, if you can keep them from breaking outside and keep them in, you know, relatively stacked here in the middle, what does that let you do as a player? You know, because once you get on this lane, you're locking that lane down.
What is really good about coming up to X like this is that you can kind of get teams to shoot one guy or something like that. Then they know that I'm a thorn in their side up here. So they really have to send a guy to come trade out with me. That means we're up 2 bodies on them. And that means it's a good trade out for me.
Well, thanks to my boys from Team Dynasty, and we'll see more of them throughout this tournament.
Under 5 minutes left to go here in the first half of our last semifinal matchup. Tennessee taking on Penn State. Now, B, really slow game right now. They're just kind of like boxers, you know, first couple rounds, feeling each other out, trying to figure out exactly where the attack's going to come from.
Yeah, I don't think they actually ever played Tennessee before. That's Penn State because it's Tennessee's first year in X-Ball's format.
And we see the break from both teams. Tennessee way wide. Not a lot of shooters.
An elimination, Mike Wiki taking a walk. It's 5-on-4. Tennessee with the upper. Oh, and Tennessee losing the player. That's Coleman. He's going away. It's a 4-on-4 right now. That's Stock making his way down the Dorito side. And he's shooting down the tape, trying to see if he can get a shot at that corner bunker on Tennessee side.
And Eric's playing good on this Dorito side. We see the snake player.
Canonico. Oh, and look, number 67 making his way all the way down to the red zone here on the 50-yard line.
Big move by Tennessee, trying to make something happen.
That's Standifer.
If I was Eric, I'd try to go take him down right now.
That's what he's probably going to do because he's got his back to him. Here he comes down. They're going to be trading it out. And I believe number Stoff, I think Stoff shot him first, obviously.
Oh, great move by Stahl. There it is right there. Finally starting to execute.
Yep, here he goes. He's on fire. He doesn't want to stop.
What are we doing, guys?
Oh, but that was not exactly the lane he wanted to be running. But it didn't matter because he ended up getting that last elimination as well. So continuing to play well. Eric Stock, awesome job by him.
Yeah, indeed. You know, Stock knew that he had a couple of guys left behind him, and then he could run down the field like that and try to take another one out after he took out that 50-yard line player.
And he's getting checked over by the referee after he hung that flag. All right, we're going to go check out some good Dorito action right now. We see Eric sees the Tennessee player slide into that 50. Now he knows he has to do something about it, and he makes the smart move, runs wide, takes him down. Tennessee player not able to get his gun up in time. All right, we're starting off our next point. All tied up, 3:40 left to go in here in the first half, 2-2. Tennessee taking on Penn State.
And they're off. Both teams trying to make the corners. Successfully, they've made it. All players still alive. It's a 5-on-5.
You know, these guys are not shooting their lanes as well as they should be, because they're really making it out on that snake side of the field way more than they should be.
Yep. They just lost their corner Dorito side, so Volunteers now with just 4 left on the field to Penn State's 5. Now it's 3. Volunteers now only playing with 3 players, and Penn State with the upper hand.
So with 3 players left, you really got to talk it up and watch those zones. Because if it's 3-on-5, you know that the 5, they're going to be coming at you.
Right.
So it's real simple. If you're 3, they're 5, lock those zones up. They're going to be making those insert moves. So watch the snake. Watch the second Dorito. You know they're going to be coming.
All right. Penn State right now, they made a shift out to the Doritos. They're in Dorito 1 here in the yellow zone. Penn State really needs to take advantage of this and try to listen for their coach, because they're playing with 5 to their 3.
And you see the coach right now, Kirschensfeld, he's yelling right now to number 24. Oh, see, and then he makes the move right up there. Awesome job.
Patel coaching for Tennessee. He's watching Mike Wiki now as he's trying to tell his players he's shooting across field.
Penn State's communication, I can hear it, you know, all the way up here. I can hear the communication. Good job by them.
Oh, look at this. We see a run now to the Dorito in the red zone on the snake side. So we have 2 players now in the red zone for Penn State.
Looks like Penn State might be finding their groove, B.
And dude, Mike Wiki making it happen for him.
And Tyler dodging a paintball right there, cutting to the inside as they finish off the last remaining Tennessee player.
And it's Nick Amato grabbing that flag for Penn State as he runs it in for him. You know, I think Nick Amato is one of the fastest players in collegiate paintball right now. A freshman at Penn State, and he really excels at playing that Dorito side fantastically. So Penn State's looking really good right now.
Yes, they are. So this is still a really close game. 33 seconds left here in the first half. This is our last semifinal matchup. UConn already waiting in the finals bracket for the winner of this match.
And they're off. Oh, a little confusion there with Penn State, but he still manages to make it out to the Dorito side. Tennessee pushing up to the center there, up the gut, that's what we call it. It's a 5-on-4.
So Tennessee aggressive up that center and to the snake side. So Penn State dropping their lanes and letting Tennessee advance up the field. Oh, no, they got the snake eye.
Yes. We'll see now Tennessee's trying to push to the 50-yard line here in the red zone. Now they're in.
Tennessee's just on a run through.
Oh.
Now, see, that was way too big. He definitely should be biting off way more than he could chew there. But you know what,
wow.
Though? Hey, seconds left. You just got to do what you got to do.
That's
Get
right.
up there, grind.
And that's exactly what we're seeing, man.
I mean, obviously, he didn't really have much of a chance. He was running into 3 guns. But that's, you know, it's an aggressive play, man. I mean, he knew he was going to get cut down.
So with time running out here in the first half, Penn State takes a 3-2 lead over the Volunteers.
You're watching NCPA on Fox College Sports.
The second half promises to be a good one, so don't go away. You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships on Fox College Sports.